It just so happens that Trump has imposed 50% tariffs, and India also at this point looking keenly on establishing new avenues to push our supply chain. Could China really be the place? India could really push our products. Sir, you've served in China. Would you be able to give us the verticals in terms of business where India, China can really explore and grow? Because largely we are importing from China, exporting less. We have a 94 billion trade deficit with China. How do you make that surplus?
I think it will require a lot of effort to make it a surplus, but I think we should certainly look towards greater balance. And that greater balance will happen on two fronts. The first is that there has to be certain understanding on the Chinese side that the kind of technical barriers or other inhibitions to market access that is present in China today needs to be addressed. There is, of course, the case that, not a single Indian IT company does any major project in China. And given the kind of structure that they have, there is great potential. That is one particular area. The second potential area in which India can make great progress is in pharmaceuticals, because, we still have a great advantage in terms of generics. China also produces a large number of APIs, and there is a mutual complementarity that can be explored. And there are various other products on the industrial side. We already have an increasing share in our trade basket of what we call intermediate products. In other words, products that go from India, probably get some processing in China, then they come back. A lot of it is in the electronics and light machinery industry sector. What we also need at the same time is that China needs to be much more cognizant and aware of the kind of development path that India has adopted. And that means that there has to be much more investments of Chinese side in India. The Chinese investments in India are actually rather small compared to the size of economy that they have. And what we do expect is that there can be, and we've recently made concessions that we are willing to have up to 24% foreign investment from China. And that is actually like an opening gambit. And we can see how this can progress, because once there is more investment in India, that will start building the kind of supply chains that are necessary. I wanted to emphasize once again that India is actually a major power, and China needs to understand that particular reality. India is not a regional power. India is not something that is confined to South Asia. And once that recognition is possible on the Chinese side, there will be a better understanding on how our economics can be structured, how both of us can collaborate, we can diversify our baskets, and we can work together towards having a greater presence in the global markets.